Now, if you live in the city limits, you're probably thinking, well, we'd be crazy to vote against this. We're going to get all kinds of great services, and we're not going to have to pay for them. What they're leaving out is, due to equalization, right now, city folks pay less for water and sewer than county. Well, under reorganization, it has to be equal. Well, if you're down here and we equal, what just happened? You went up. Your water rates, there are very few concrete facts in this study, and the little financial impact they did, city residents will go up 10% on their water and sewer. And that's not counting the amount it's going to go up whenever they do their infrastructure projects, which are going to be in the multi-millions of dollars. That 10% is in addition to the amount that it's going to go up due to infrastructure. I'm going to also talk to you about low-hanging fruit. My grandma used to live next to an orchard. She didn't move, the orchard did, on Orchard Road. And when I was a little kid, she had permission from the orchard folks that we can go out and pick any fruit that was on the ground. It was fair game. So when I go over for summer, we'd go over and we'd grab peaches and apples, and she made the best pie ever. Well, the low-hanging fruit, that's about as low as you can get right off the ground, all right? Another form of low-hanging fruit is right there, where you don't have to bend or stretch or get on a ladder. The low-hanging fruit from reunified or organized government is when we can easily pick away things that are going to save us money. This plan does not do that. For instance, Mr. Ungenthien talked about the police and the sheriff's department, the two biggest departments for city and county. Are they going to be merged? Are we going to save money by merging those two departments? No. They purposely left them out because they knew it was a political hot potato, and they ignored it. They did not do what they should have done for the taxpayers, which is go out and try to save you money. We get compared to Marion County because Marion County is consolidated and we're not, or so it seems. How many school corporations are there in Vanderburgh County? One. How many school corporations are in Marion County? 11. You were close. Mr. Evansville said 9, but there are 11. Mr. Ungenthien was talking about deputy this and deputy that. It's not going to be a want, and he said it's a want. It's just a little minor disagreement I'm going to have with him on this. It is a need. I am the county treasurer, but I need a chief deputy because there are days where I'm going to be sick. There are going to be days when I'm up at the State House testifying or going to conferences. I need someone back at the office to sign documents and let people off to go on vacation and keep track of sick time, etc. Those are needs. You need those people. So if we have 11 school districts, Mr. UE, how many superintendents of school do we have in Marion County? How many assistant superintendents of school do we have in Marion County? How many maintenance directors do we have in Marion County? How many assistant maintenance directors do we have in Marion County? Now, if we consolidated all that, how many would we have of each? 1. So you go from potentially 33 or 44 employees to 3 or 4. That's consolidation. That is seeking out and finding efficiencies. And we do not do that here. And that is wrong. And that is a disservice to taxpayers. Do you know how many are in Posey County, by the way? We have over about 170,000 people in Vanderburgh County. Do you know how many Posey County has? About 30, 40,000. They have 2 school corporations in Posey County. Do you know how many they have in Gibson County? About 50,000 people. 3 school corporations. Tell us we haven't already consolidated in Vanderburgh County. We have lots of merged departments, about a dozen. Wherever we can find efficiencies at the Civic Center, and I know it's laughable to some people, we have done it. Over the years, we have done a tremendous job as taxpayers and as government leaders in already consolidating as much as we possibly could. I'm going to talk to you about appointed government versus elected government. Right now, I dare you to go home, get on the Bureau of Motor Vehicles website and find out who the commissioner of the BMV is. I dare you to try to find out who he is, what his address is, and what his direct phone number is. he's appointed. As long as he keeps Mitch Daniels happy, he's going to keep his job. The more golf scrambles he has for Mitch, he's going to keep his job. Look up Vanderburgh County Treasurer's Office. You're going to see my picture, you're going to see my name, you're going to see my direct phone line, and you're going to see an email address to talk to me. You can't find that with the BMV. Appointed government is not as responsive as elected government. Now there's a little bit of a duplication in the city and county, and that being our surveyor and our city engineer. They don't do the same things, but I'm just going to use them as an example. And I used this in front of Bill Jeffers, and I pretty much have his permission because he laughed when I did this last time. I think Bill Jeffers, our county surveyor, who is retiring at the end of this year, has done a fantastic job. He has. He's elected. If you don't like Bill Jeffers, you can vote against him for one. You can find someone to run against him, or you can run against him yourself. But Pat Kepis, and I think Pat does an outstanding job too. I want that to be crystal clear. Pat does an exceptional job, and if I'd been mayor, I would have kept him as city engineer. Pat's appointed. And if you have an issue with Pat Kepis, you don't think he's being responsive or working his tail off for you and the tax dollars you provide to the city to make sure he's in that seat doing his job, tough. As long as he makes the mayor happy, he keeps his job. And Mr. Ungenthien talked about all those appointed positions. That's the kind of government we're going to end up with. But please don't forget, try to find who the BMV commissioner is when you go home. Google it, look all over. If you can find it, it will take you a long time. How much more time do I have? A couple minutes? Okay.